Hey everyone, it's Min Ling from Brand Fame School. I am here live again on both Periscope and Facebook Live. Super excited to be here for you. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about, why your marketing isn't really working. Now, I've been doing a lot of different scopes on branding and marketing in general, but I want to do this particular topic because I just got off the phone with another potential client of mine that is been struggling with marketing herself. She's not getting any traction, and she's just not getting her business to where she wants it to be. And so what I wanted to tell you, oh hi Cara, hello. What I wanted to share with you are the real reasons why your marketing isn't working. So, you've probably been, marketing all over the place, trying to get people to buy your services, to, see what you do, but you're not getting any traction. The reason why your marketing isn't working isn't because you're not on Facebook Live, or you're not doing Facebook posts, or you're not creating opt-ins. Those are components of marketing. Those are pieces that you can use to market yourself. But the real reason why you are not getting any traction is because, one, your message isn't connecting to your audience in a way that they actually want to buy. And two, you're actually spending your time, energy, and money on ineffective tactics. So here's what I mean. So I'm going to start with point number one. So point number one, like I said, your message isn't connecting. And the reason why it doesn't work is because you're not solving the root issue or the root problem of your ideal clients. And when you don't do this properly, that means that your ideal clients may not want to buy from you, no matter what you say, what you do, what you share. So I'm going to go back to the example of the person that I was talking to just a few minutes ago. And what we found was that when she was marketing herself, she was, she wasn't showcasing the value of her service versus her competitors and thinking about what her clients actually wanted. She ended up in this cycle of thinking, oh no, I need to, compare my prices to my competitors, or I need to be at a similar price point. They're charging less than me. And her message isn't connecting with them in a deep way. So when your message is, just based off price points or very surface level, and you're not connecting to the deeper emotional levels of your ideal clients, then you will be competing against price. That's what commodity items are. If you look at a store, and you go to a store and you buy different products, why do you buy different brands, right? You buy different brands because some brands speak to you. So, for example, if you go to the store and what's a brand that I love at the store? Oh, I love, I'll actually not go to the store, but I love, Tom's shoes. That's one of my favorite brands. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I can buy any shoes out there. I can go to, just get some Vans, some Converse, or some no-name shoe, right? I can do that. The reason why I connect to Tom so much is because of their message, is because they connect to a deeper part of me that wants to make a difference in this world. And by knowing that the purchase that I make helps other people in need and helps other children get shoes, that makes me want to buy their products or services. And their value is different. Their shoes probably cost nothing to make. Honestly, if you looked at their shoes, they probably cost nothing to make if you looked at them. But I spend $50, $60, $70 on their shoes because of the value that they bring. They make me feel good about myself and that I'm purchasing something and doing good for, others. And because they really tapped into my need for giving back, that social good, that desire of mine. That the problem is I may not have time to always go volunteer or do other stuff, but I know now with my purchase I'm able to solve that problem. I'm able to give back, which is something that I love doing. So you really want to see what your value is versus your competitors. You want to make sure that you get this piece right in your message. Otherwise, you are going to compete on price. Like, why do you buy, Heinz ketchup versus regular ketchup? You might see that Heinz is a more premium quality product, right? I don't do a lot of grocery shopping, so I'm sorry if I'm giving kind of bad examples, but you know what I mean? Like, the reason why you buy, certain products, or like maybe like natural shampoo, those are price point higher than a regular shampoo, than like a Suave, right? Maybe, or maybe you buy Kerastase, shampoo versus like L'Oreal, and they're like side by side. Why do you buy them? Because their perceived value is better, and they'll solve a problem for you as well too, based off of their branding as well too, and their messaging and what they do for you as a person with either like fine hair, or if you have color treated hair, then maybe you want a color treated shampoo. It's hitting on these pain points, and for your business to be successful, for you to market yourself and actually get people to want to buy from you, you have to go ahead and make sure that you're solving the right problem and that you're adding value. So in the instance that of the person that I was working with or talking to, she is a dog walker in LA, and basically what we found was that her competitors were priced about $13 lower. The reason why she wasn't necessarily getting the clients that she desires was she wasn't thinking about the value adds that she's bringing to the table. She's not just walking their dog, she's treating her dogs as family members. She's taking pictures of the dogs, she's sending them updates. So think of it from her client's perspective. If you had a pet at home and you were wondering how it was doing, and you want to see them and you miss them, you're going to want these value added stuff. So it doesn't matter how much more it costs for you to get that. So that's what she needs to focus her message on, and really hone in on the part of her clients that are missing out on their pets' lives, and really wishing instead of being at work they can be with their pet. These value added things are going to help her really articulate her message and showcase the value. So that's one thing. You really have to hone in on your message, and also figure out what your ideal clients' real problems are, or where their pain points are. So this is not like, back to my example of the person I was talking to, the dog walker. Her client's pain point was not being able to see their pets during work. And so she can solve that, and that's how she differentiates herself from everyone else. So if she's marketing, what she was doing with her marketing was that she was basically putting out flyers, she was putting on Yelp and all this stuff. All this stuff is great. These are great tactics. But unless she hits on these points of her message of why she's better than the rest of the competition, then other people won't necessarily be interested in her message. Is this making sense? I saw a lot of people just join on Periscope, and I'm also on Facebook Live as well too. I see heart. I think that is Tanya. So thank you for those hearts. So that is one area that you need to do. If your marketing is not right, you need to focus on what your message is. The second piece of this is that we tend to focus too much on, the latest tactics, the latest things. Oh, we need to be on Snapchat. Oh, we need to be on Facebook. Oh, we need to be on Instagram. Oh, we need to do Yelp. Oh, we need to do flyers. All this stuff. Those are good tactics, but you don't need to do all of the tactics. And what I see a lot of entrepreneurs make, or the mistakes that I see entrepreneurs make, they spread themselves too thin. They're like, oh, I need to do all these different things and try and test and all these things and see if they works and see if something sticks. And if I could just spread my message, around and just share with everybody what I do, somebody will book with me, right? Somebody will buy my product or service. Well, that's the wrong strategy. What you need to do is be very strategic on how you approach your marketing. You don't want to necessarily be everywhere and do every single thing. You want to be good at doing one thing, and you also want to make sure that you figure out where your ideal clients are and really leverage that system. You also want to make sure that you are proactive in your marketing. There's a difference between being passive and proactive. So passive marketing looks like this. So you put out a couple posts, you do a couple of opt-ins, you basically put some flyers out. That's passive marketing. While that is fine and dandy, and some people may book with you for that, like how many people really, pay attention to flyers? Or how many people pay attention to Facebook posts? Probably not a lot. What you need to start thinking about doing is become more active and proactive in your marketing. So you need to think about who you need to outreach to, who you need to talk to. So for example, in my business, if I was looking for getting clients, then I would be reaching out to my ideal clients. I would be contacting them. I would be asking my previous clients for referrals. I would be contacting those referrals. You want to start getting away from, just doing passive marketing. You need a balance of both passive and active. If you're always just passive and expecting people to come to you, then it's not going to happen that way. Tanya says, that's me. Time to be more intentional and proactive. Yes. I'm so glad you said that. Awesome, Tanya. Because, people, let me back up. Unless you get to a certain place in your business where people know you and are like, oh my gosh, that's, so-and-so, and you have to get her stuff. Until you get to that place, you can't just rely on passive marketing. You can't. Big brands like Nike or Coca-Cola or any of those big brands, they can rely on passive marketing now because they've built up their brand and they've built up their following. But the reason why your marketing isn't working is because you're relying too much on being passive and thinking that people will come to you when you don't have the brand name or the recognition. So instead, you need to be more strategic and figure out how much passive to do and being strategic on where you're being passive on and where your ideal clients are. And then you need to also figure out your active marketing strategy so that you can actually go ahead and book those clients and sell your products and services. And you need to think about, who can I reach out to today? Who can I talk to today? Who maybe I could connect with? Who has referrals for me potentially? You need to start thinking that way if you want to really gain traction in your business. So is this making sense? Press the screen for some hearts if you're on Periscope, Facebook Live. I believe you can do the like button or comment below with a yes. I see some hearts going. Awesome. So those are the two main reasons why your marketing may not be working right now. So to recap, one, your message may be completely off from what your ideal clients want. And if your ideal clients are not interested or they don't see how it can benefit them, then they're not going to buy no matter what you say. So you have to get your messaging right. The second piece is looking at how you're marketing. Are you in the right spots where your ideal clients are? Are you only focused on passive marketing? If you are, then that's a big mistake. You need to focus on active marketing and seeing how you can go ahead and hustle a little bit more to get your name out there, to network, to meet people, to book calls, to get in front of your ideal clients and have a conversation with them. Because when you're new in the market, when people don't know who you are or your brand, it's harder for somebody to just automatically buy your stuff. They don't know you. They're not trusting you. They don't know what you have. And so when you do that, you're not going to be able to reach the level that you want to reach. It's not until you've hit a certain level where people start to come to you. So in the beginning, you have to do more active marketing and being more intentional. Now, if this is something that you've been struggling with, your message and marketing and getting yourself out there, then I invite you to check out my one-day virtual workshop. What we're going to do in the virtual workshop is we're going to get clear on your message, what connects to your ideal clients so that people will actually want to buy your stuff. Because if you don't have your message down, no matter what you do, how much marketing you do, what you put out there, they're not going to buy. And I'm going to show you and walk you through how you can do this. This is the method that I've used with my clients to have them book 9 discovery calls in less than a week, if even after like trying and struggling for months, booking, their first high paying client, booking 7 clients. When we switch their message, when we get clear on what that is, when we get clear on the pain points, that's when things start to shift and you can really take your business to the next level. And until you get that message down pat, it's really hard to have your business succeed, because people won't care about what you have or want to buy your stuff, and that's just the truth. And so if you're struggling with this piece, or you're struggling with marketing and how to do it more actively, and we're going to also go into some tips on that as well in the workshop, then go to brandfameschool.com/message. There are only 5 spots available for this one-day virtual workshop that's happening on Sunday. So if you are interested, go ahead and go to brandfameschool.com/message to go ahead and sign up. And to work with me, we're going to do some laser coaching as well too. So by the end of the workshop, you will know exactly what your message is, how to connect to your ideal clients in a much deeper way, so that they want to buy your stuff automatically. Because if you don't have this down, if you don't get your message right, if you don't do these pieces, these fundamental steps, it's going to be very hard to book any clients or sell your products or services. So hopefully that was helpful. I will be doing some more Facebook Lives and Periscopes throughout the week. And if you have any questions, you can always go to my Facebook group. Just look up Brand Fame Mastermind, and you can join the Facebook group as well too. So, and if you loved this scope and you thought it was helpful and useful, please go ahead and share it out to any of your followers as well who you think may need it, or may be interested in this, and figure out, so they can figure out how they can better market themselves. So thank you guys so much for being on. If you have any questions, go ahead and go to the Brand Fame School Mastermind a Facebook group. I see some hearts going. I see some live viewers. And if you're interested in joining me for the one-day virtual workshop, go to brandfameschool.com/message to sign up, and we'll get your message down pat so you can start attracting the clients that you desire. So thank you guys so much, and have a great day. Bye.